everyone. Welcome. To balance well in the yoga practice is challenge for almost everyone. And the reason why challenge is because it requires the strength in your ankle, your joint, your muscle, have that ability and power to hold a position for a long period of time. And not only physical, but also require your mental clarity, how you breathe into that position in that particular moment. Does require some practice at some time. So today, I'd like to introduce you to some couple tool that most of you at home has. You can use a scarf, belt, or strap to work on your balance. A blanket, a little weight on it, so you can place the weight on your leg as we balance on one leg position. And a chair that have a back. Have a little weight that will give you a sense of anchor, and also no wheel on those legs would be better. More importantly, this is going to be a little physical, challenging class. So give yourself a cup of water. And when you have everything set up, and then I'm looking forward to see you from there. Okay, so let's begin with use a chair. Cover the back of your chair with your blanket. So this will work as a little cushion for your elbow, so you're not hurting your arm as you push and work with the chair. Now place both your hands on top of the chair and walk your feet away. And allow your torso to hang between your arms. Gaze down. And move your hip from side to side. And feel that nice stretch through your arm and down to your leg. Also look underneath your arm from side to side as you shift the load and breathe. At the same time, press your chair down to experience the deepening. Open your shoulder and the neck. Inhale, come forward. This time, cross your feet. Right over the left. Walk your feet away from each other. Hug your inner thigh to the midline. Keep your one hand on the chair for support. Shift your hip back and down. Your one arm behind your back. And then allow yourself to feel around those range, the space, from your lower back all the way down to the floor. Allow yourself to go in and feel the sensation. You can shift the load onto the front and the back of your foot while you're here. Bend your knee a little bit, straighten your leg. Remember, we are not rigid. Our joint, the muscle, the tissue, all need to move in order to stay healthy and balanced. So the purpose here is not about just going and train ourselves to do those balance poses. That is the secondary. That will come when we feel more open, as with a healthy joint, healthy hip. Okay, now cross your leg and switch your side. Switch to another arm on top of the chair. Bring another arm behind your back. And allow yourself to hang here. Bend your knee, stretch, shift the low to the front of the foot, to the back of your leg. Can even come up to the toes. Or shift the low toward to your heel, lift your toes up. Guys, look under your arm on both sides. Now come up slowly. Turn your toes and your knee out. Keep your one hand on the chair and sit down and stand up. Do that a couple times. Take your hip back. Warm up your knee joint. Come out on your toes. Circle over. Can even bring your hand to the heart. Bring your arm up. Turn and increase your range. Sit back and down. Do a couple side stretch. And then eventually open your feet a little wider than your hip. Hand on your lower back. Bring your hip forward. And look up. Open your front body. Keep one hand on your lower back. Another hand to support the weight of your head so you're not using your neck. Stay rooted to both your feet. Breathe. Inhale, come back, use your core, and slowly turn your toes out, your knee out, and sit down. Shift your low from side to side. You can bring one knee down. Look over to opposite direction on both sides. So awaken everything that we sit on, especially our sacrum, back, hamstring, all those needs that need to be moved and experiences those weight shift and load. So once you feel more open, more at ease, now we slowly shift into your stillness. Now walk your feet away from the chair. Bring the back of your arm pushing down. And then lift your back of your leg up and reach back. Keep your gaze down. Now bend your knee. And then lift from your inner thigh. Lift from the back of your thigh and allow your core stretch through your hip into the back. While your standing leg stays strong. See if you can keep your upper torso face down and only open through your soil all the way to your back. Now bring your attention to your toes. Point your toes back and continue reach to your maximum. At the same time, elevate your glute. Come up to your toes. Take one more inhale, continue reach and hold and lift. Lower your heel down, bring your leg back, and feel the differences on both sides. Now let's switch side. Keep your ankles stay alive. Reach back. If you have more room, you can step your foot back and feel that you are elongate your torso back and up. Press your chair down. Continue to lift from the back of your thigh, activate your glute, and open, strengthening your back at the same time. Come up to your toes. And continue reach. Our muscle is meant to stretch. So you don't feel like you are in your limited. It's keep breathing and feeling that you can lift just one or a few inches further. Lower your heel down. Now shift your low back. And then do one more lift through your toes. Slowly lower your feet down. If you feel sore or tightness, that's very normal. That's just the beginning. Anytime you need to take a water break or bring your feet down, please do. Just take time. So when you're ready, let's do one more time. Now your ankle has more energy. Reach your opposite leg back. Use your opposite arm to pull your thigh back to increase the back of your opening. So lift, reach through your toes, activate your glute, strengthen your back. All at the same time, draw your navel in. Now you can keep your one hand behind your back, or maybe even your hand can reach to your ankle. Find a sense of lightness with your chair. Bend your knee as you move out of the pose slowly, adding any stretching between both sides. So press down, shift your low back, reach your toes up and over through your toes. Keep your neck, your chest, all the area around the shoulder should be relaxed. You can stay here. You can focus on strengthening your ankle, bring aliveness into your lower body. You can bend your knee here as well. And bring your opposite arm to the thigh and press your thigh back to deepen the back of your hamstring. You might also use your hand, reach the back of your toes. Bend your knee and bring yourself back up. Open yourself, turn and open up everything. If you concentrate in just 30 seconds of the holding, stretching, and keep go inside deeper and deeper to manage those a way to go deeper and engage yourself, you might feel when you come out of the pose, just 30 seconds, you will feel your heart race pretty fast, like me right now. Yeah. And just feel the differences how you feel right now compared to when you begin. Okay, so now we're going to use the weight. So how we're going to use a blanket is to go and place a blanket on the back of your leg. So when you reach back, you're going to focus on lift the weight up. So that's C. So place your blanket toward your feet. Move your chair a little bit further. Keep your leg stay strong, pressing down, and pull your hip back. So your body, your hip should over the center of your ankle. Straight your arm, then reach your leg back. Lift, use the back of your leg to lift your weight up. And then bring your weight to the side. How far you go depends on your range, so don't force yourself to go out of the range. Just feel the feeling that you will like work with the weight. Draw your navel in, keep your back body long. Upper body maintain stable to support your hip and leg to develop those strength. Bend your knee. And then open your hip like we do at the beginning. Reach your toes back over the opposite direction. Hold here. Lift your leg up. And most importantly, breathe. We stay here for 5 more seconds. Now you begin step into a training that you learn to hold a pose a little bit longer than you begin. Move out of the pose. Bring your feet down and feel the differences of your right and the left. Very good. Let's try opposite side. Okay, ready? No hurry. Your leg is the most important part. Find the four corner, pressing down and spreading into the four corner of your feet. Then your body is over your ankle. Keep the back of the neck, back of body long. Lift your blanket up. Use your entire leg, not just your ankle. Now move your blanket to the side. Lift. Experiences the space between. And then lift and hold. You are in a warrior three position. Bend your knee. Open your hip. Reach your toes to your opposite direction. Keep your gaze down. Focus. Stay present in one thing that you do and do it well. Bend your knee. Bring your blanket back to the chair and sit down. So the blanket I use is about 2 pounds, so it's quite heavy. Yeah, how often you use your leg to lift weight? Yeah, but this is not workout. This just use a way to build the awareness that we not normally feel. When you're not feeling something, you'll not be able to work. So this give you an invitation that yes, you can use your leg for a lot of work. Not only yoga, you also have the strength for hiking for a long time without hurting your joint. Okay, so I hope you feel more open. Then we're going to place a blanket on the top of the leg. Same idea, pull the chair a little closer. Okay, so we don't want to lean on one side. Just keep your standing leg, stay strong. Feeling your torso reaching up at the same time you reach down. Your hand is just lightly touch the chair. Use your hand to pull your inner thigh out, keep it down. Your leg might not quite go as up as you like to. That's totally fine. We don't want that. It's about strengthening your leg with the weight. So just use your leg to create a big giant smile with your breath. You can close your eye. Five more seconds. And then you can hold. And then release. Switch side. Start with nice tall posture. Draw your navel in and slowly straighten your leg. And then lift and lift and create that smile. Elevate your inner, top, all part of your hip area. And then practice holding. As you breathe down, draw your air up toward to the crown. As you inhale, press your feet down into the earth to stand up tall. Okay, that's a pretty good training. Now bring your blanket back to the chair. With your chair on your right hand side, go ahead to cross your right leg over the left. Keep your hand light and bring your left hand behind your head. Press your front foot down, elongate your torso, and rest your head in your palm. Look up. Breathe. Allow your torso to open. Exhale. Come back to the center, bend both your knees, and deepen your hip opening. Do one more like that. Straight your leg, pressing the earth away. Hand to support your head and turn and rotate. Sense the range from the back of your neck all the way down to your lower back. Exhale, come back to the center. Keep this hand on the chair. Take your head back and bow. Slide your hand down toward to your feet. Relax your shoulder, let everything go. Bend your knee, shift your load down to the front and the back of your foot. Very good. And then switch your side. Bring your chair to your left hand side. How's everybody? Cross your leg. One hand on the chair. Take your head back. Increase your space to the maximum before you bow down. Bring one hand on your lower back. Press your hip, press your back. Back and down. Relax your arm, your chest, especially the back of your neck. Here's a great place to breathe into the back of your rib cage. If you like to go deeper into your shoulder, bring your hand behind your back. Reach toward to ceiling as you bow toward to your shin. Continue to manage the balance within, with the floor. Bring your hand back to the chair, bend your knee, and slowly sit back and down. Slowly stand up. So far, we have been very focused on the lower body. Make sure it's open. We don't carry any tension, discomfort as we step on the path. Anytime you feel something, step back and taking care of that on your own path. Okay? So relax the shoulder. Cross your arm front and the back. Open your feet and do a couple rotation. And side stretch. Okay, now we're going to use the strap. Before we begin, place your strap around your neck. Look down your feet just a little bit wider than your hip. And press the four corners of your feet down, both sides equally down. Draw your navel in. And your tailbone sort of draw down. Your chest is open. And then your shoulders down. Now bring one hand on top of your head. Another hand behind your back. And inhale as you press both your feet down to grow tall into the crown. Feel that space between your ground and your hand. And as you exhale, draw your navel in lightly and sense the air travel up toward to the crown. And do that one more time. Inhale, press your feet down to get taller in your spine. And exhale, draw your navel in lightly and feel the present overall, front, side, and your back. We want to maintain this awareness as we move into the balance. This is your true balance. Not necessarily have to be one leg position. Mental balance, you feel present in yourself. You feel sense of lightness in this physical world. And that is what you actually practice. It's not only physical, mental, spiritual. Okay, so now bring your strap underneath your right foot. Slowly straight your leg. Your right hand. Grab both of your straps with your hand, lightly touch your chair. So now, not your arm, pull your chair in, not your lower back, is your leg. From the back of your leg, reaching to your heel, your leg doing sort of work to pushing, while your arm adding that action. So work together from your feet, your hip, your leg, your arm, center. So I know I'm in your screen, but I'd like you to find a vocal point right in front of you. Stay into that focus while your leg pressed down. So continue cultivate a sense of standing upright and you breathe openly. Now switch your hand. Bring your leg, cross over your midline. Use your hand to external rotate your thigh bone down. And lift your torso upright by pressing your feet down. Your ankle, if you feel heaviness, that a sign that you put weight and load on your ankle, you want to keep it light by pressing down. Don't let your body weight collapse into your joint. Lift up. Like a tree, root down, at the same time grow abundance. Bend your knee. If at this point your leg got tired, just come out of the pose and do circle your ankle. You can also step away, come into your toes and do this. So shift the load onto your toes, onto your joint, and move your knee from side to side. And bend back your knee and take your hip back. So pay attention to those signs that your ankle, your body talk to you. Respect our practice along the way. Now let's switch side. Every time you go into next step, you actually hold the pose a little bit longer than the last one. So it's been amazing that you follow along. Okay? Stand tall. Then use your leg power to carry your strap away. Your hand lightly touch the chair. Your leg pressing down to grow toe. Also your spine. We don't go forward like that. You press your tailbone down. Imagine the back of your body against the wall behind you. If your leg shaking, that's a good sign. And make sure you're not grabbing too tight where that tight your neck. So as you go deeper, your body should work in a balance of ease and effort. Move your leg away. Keep pushing through your heel. Feel the lightness on both sides. As you switch your arm, move slowly so you're not out of balance. Yeah, so move slowly, switch your arm. Use your hand. External, rotate your thigh bone down while you lift your leg up. Breathe out, use your breath as an anchor. Find a vocal point right in front of you. Imagine yourself as your favorite tree. Go up and wide. Bend your knee. Release your strap. Step your front foot forward, back foot back. Hand on your hip. Bend your knee can come down. And straight your leg. Pull your thigh back, bow forward. Can turn your toes out. Turn your knee in. Now let's do one more exercise. Let's see how our progress improved so far. So this one is you bring your, actually let's use the surface, the chair. I don't know what kind of size of your chair, but hope you feel right when you're working with it. So now I have standing on the right foot, the chair on your right hand side. This one is called half moon. So you have your feet turn, your body turn sideways, bend your knee, and come up to your elbow. Maybe your hand be able to reach your ankle. And press your foot down, lift your thigh, lift your back of your hip, and use your leg power to carry your arm up and away. Pull your hip back so your body is balanced over your ankle. Relax your neck. Bend your knee as you come out of the pose. And shake off. Turn and breathe. Try opposite side. First focus is your standing leg. That's ready, then you can rest your arm. But we're not resting, collapsing, we are pressing away to lift our torso up. You can move your hand to anywhere that help you open. And then look up towards the ceiling. This posture is the combination of strengthening, extension through your chest, and also open throughout our back, all at the same time. Bend your knee. Turn back and sit down. Move around. Relax. Now bring your blanket. Press on the floor and make a nice pad for your kneecap. With your kneecap, have some support, step your right foot forward. Push your knee against the chair, pushing forward. Take your hip down and back and look over to your right shoulder. Breathe. Arm behind you, reach your arm up and over. Stay here. Feeling your knee pushing against the chair as a resistance, check in to open up through your chest all the way to the fingertip. So move your fingertip like you play a piano behind you and feel the energy there. Come out slowly, then switch side. And place your hand behind your back or towards your ankle. Shift your load forward as your body opens backward. Use your hand to support the weight of your head. External rotate your torso facing skyward. Inhale, rise slowly. Sit back. Stretch. And bring your elbow down, look underneath your arm. On both sides. Come forward. Switch side. One of the benefits of yoga practice is if you continue doing those charged physical endurance practice, especially balance, not only clean your mind, also you'll feel you have more energy for a long run. So carefully cultivate nourishing your energy. Do those movements slowly. Okay. So pushing your knee against the chair, feel that connection. Move your shoulder a little bit to create more space before you lean back. Where you feel your breath. And where you feel the need to support. And then rotate on both sides at your own pace. You pull your shoulder away as you open to the opposite side. When you come back, use your core. Bring your hand on the chair, sit back. You can move your leg wide. That way give you more space to lean forward. Keep one hand on top of the chair. Gently rotate your torso, look underneath your arm. Breathe into your shoulder. And close your eye here. Allow yourself to slow down. Feel free to take a sip of water. once you take your water break, let yourself sit for a moment. Feeling the water stay in your mouth and then slowly flow down to your lung and into your stomach. Take a step back to breathe, to feel and rest, as important as do all the work that keep us strong and healthy. Balance is not just the posture, your life, how you do everything. The yin and yang, the balance of effort and ease, constantly dance in every moment. Okay, so once you feel more settled, then finally I'd like you to come down on your mat, unfold your blanket, sit on it, pull the chair closer, come down and rest your leg on top of the chair, so your hip is very close to the leg of the chair and your knee is rest comfortably on the surface. Coming down completely. And here you can just allow yourself to listen to my voice instead of look at me on the screen. You're doing just fine. And feel your spine, your body, your blood, the muscle, every physical part of you is dissolved and expand. Over the floor. Bring your hand, rest comfortably on your belly. Feel the rising and falling sensation of your breath. Expand and contract. So give yourself a moment to feel comfortable on the ground. And allow your physical body to dissolve over the floor. Sense the bones, the joint, the muscle, the way that you've been carrying yourself throughout the day. Now you can allow yourself to completely let go. and feel the support beneath you. Take a deep breath. And feel the flow of your breath wash away all the obstacle, everything you carry and hold within. You can allow it to wash it away through your fingertip, out through your toes. Please stay in this final part of relaxation as long as you feel good and present.